Right guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title, we're making a tier list of every single game that I have ever played, basically. So you have your basic tier, so you have your best games ever, which basically you write down, it goes all the way down to wait I played this, which is F tier. This is just for adopt me. But yeah, basically we're gonna split into two categories. You have your PC games, which has two subcategories of Steam games like Phasmophobia and your non-Steam games like Fortnite. And then you have your Nintendo games, which is split into two more categories, which are your Switch games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or your non-Switch games like Nintendo Land. With that out of the way, let's start going down the list, starting with Among Us. Among Us, in my opinion, even to this day, is a really good game. I mean, it's not like, obviously F tier, but I would say, if this is average, it's your above average game. I really enjoy it. The next one on the list is Arma 3. Arma 3 is basically a large war ground, very large, which basically you just play on and you go to certain areas and do battles with proper guns. It's very realistic. But because of the long duration between places and all that other stuff, I don't enjoy it that much. But it has a really good story. So, average. An average game. Now we have CSGO. CSGO is one of my most played games. I think it's like top 3 behind 2 games. And I like the game. I like it, right? It's a good game. The concept's good. The thing is, there's a better version, in my opinion, of it called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And the community around it is not very good. So, unfortunately, I'm chucking this into bad games. No, below average. Below average. It's not a bad game. It's just below average. Next on the list is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Euro Truck Simulator 2. I think this game's pretty good. It's not like A tier good, or B tier good, but it's an average game. Basically, you drive around Europe in with different trucks doing different deliveries, and you just don't get damaged. You have to make it there with little incidents as possible. It's an average game. Next on the list is the Holy Grail of the past, Factorio. Factorio is such a good game. Basically, you're stranded on an alien planet, and you have to try and escape by making a rocket out of a factory. It's not S tier, but it is A tier. Very good game. And best games ever, there will only be a maximum of 3 per category. Well, subcategory. So a maximum of 12 S tiers, which I doubt will happen, but yeah. Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3, when I played it, I wasn't a big fan because at the time there was a better version of that game, which when we eventually get to it, I will talk about. But I just, didn't really enjoy it, so it's your below average game. Next on the list is Farming Simulator 17. I'm going to put this where it deserves, above your average game. It's a very fun game. I play it with my brother and I just enjoy it. It's a great game. It's a farming simulator, so not much to talk about, but very fun, even if it's long-winded. Gary's Mod. Gary's Mod is basically a game where you can do whatever you want with whatever mods you want with whoever you want. Very, very free game, freedom, like optimized game. Like Minecraft, which is why I think it deserves to go in above your average category. GTA 5. GTA 5. I've only played one server because I haven't played the story, but that one server was very good, even if it was very hard in its roleplay side. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Now, I think it is a good game to go in your average section. Aha, here it is. Average again. Pretty good, not amazing. Oh, haha. Just Cause 3. Just Cause 3. I know it's on here, but it's basically a game where you have to overthrow a government by blowing up facilities with all sorts of different weapons, bombs, and vehicles. Super fun game, very good story, and you can blow everything up. So, first S tier game. Back to back S tiers. You never hear it, but you hear it here. Left 4 Dead 2. I played it with my family, I played it with my friends, I think I even played it with people outside of town. Very good game. Deserves S tier, definitely.
Hey, can we keep this song on? Because I like it. Just saying.
No, we need to move on to the next one, Bruno. I know, the Monsters Within is a great song, but still, we have to move on.
Sad.
Mini Motorways. Mini Motorways is kind of like a puzzle game where you have houses that randomly spawn and places to work that randomly spawn and to link certain colours to certain colours. Very fun game. Very puzzling. It's not worthy of S tier, but it's definitely worthy of A tier, which is your very good games, which generally, if I'm bored, I'll play it. Parkitect. I don't remember Parkitect that much. It's you have to make a theme park, but I always thought it's quite complicated, and maybe if I revisited it I would enjoy it, but it's quite a long game, so average. Doesn't deserve any higher nor lower. Peggle. I've taken Peggle, Peggle Extreme, Peggle Night, put them all just into Peggle, and as Peggle should be, it's an average game. Basically, you have to hit certain areas with balls, but only have a limited amount. Very fun game. The holy grail of games. My favourite game at the moment, Phasmophobia. Ghost hunting game. You can play it with your friends. It's scary, it's fun, and it makes for great content. Show a clip of it, please.
Let's see what I get. Last card, I think. Yep, last card. Death! God, hunt!
Hunt.
Oh, time to run. Hello, Charlie.
Oh, I just saw it.
He's probably dead.
Oh my goodness.
I'm dead.
It's going after me.
So dead.
Damn, that clip was funny. Except the part where I did a really weird noise. Just
It was a good video, guys. Go check it out. Links above me. Go check it out. It was a
and
good
also
video.
remember bitches, don't touch me.
What he said. Yeah, very fun. Favorite game at the moment. S tier. And now we go all the way back down to bad games. Rocket League. Toxic community, I would say. Very hard for new players to join it, and even though it's my most played Steam game, it used to be really good. And then it got bought out, and now it's not so fun. I'm sorry, Rocket League, but you're a bad game now. Civ 6, Civilization 6. I actually really like this game. It's quite complicated at first, but it's fun to play. Basically, you start as a certain civilization for a town. The one I choose sometimes is like Brazil, and they have certain perks. And basically, through the millenniums, you have to win the game in different ways. Some like science, domination, stuff like that, and you have to be, the first one to win. Average game. And next on our list is Civ 5, because they have been 6 Civilization games. And just because Civ 6 was put in average, I haven't played much of Civ 5. I'm unfortunately just going to have to throw this into below average games just because Sieve 6 is just a better version. Snaky Bus. Snaky Bus was a game I bought as a joke, and yet it is so fun. It's a fun game. Basically, you're a bus that grows in length the more times you deliver people to their designated areas. And it's really fun. It's really chaotic, and unfortunately the multiplayer isn't that good, but it's a good game to play to like fill in time, which I think deserves a good above average game category. There it is, Snaky Bus. Above average. Definitely. Team Fortress 2. This really reminds me of CSGO. I used to love it, and I still do love it. It still has its charm. It's just so hard to play now. I played it on the what a gaming session looks like video with people, but it just wasn't fun. It was boring, it was difficult, and there were a lot of hackers. So unfortunately, nowadays it's a below average game. But now, time for the better version of the game, Far Cry 3. Ghost Recon Wildlands. I only said I could put 3 in S tier, which is why I'm going to put this in A. But you're on a large map, and you'll have to take over the government, by taking new weapons and using stealth and, you know, all that good stuff. And it is so fun. I played with my brother. I've got like 100 hours on it. It's such a good game. A tier. Sadly, I'm not putting it in S because these games are just better. Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege, I didn't play much of it, right? But the times I did, I enjoyed it. Which is why I'm going to put it in above your average game. You're going to see a lot of Steam games up here, and you're going to see a lot of probably non-Steam games down here. Anyways, World of Warships. World of Warships is a good game. I liked World of Warships. People seem to not like it, which is weird. But basically, it's like a team battle, and you're a certain type of ship through like time. I think it's like starting at 1900s and in the 2000s, something like that. But it's a good game, even though it's a very, very large game like Call of Duty Warzone. Average game. War Thunder. War Thunder is a below average game. I did not enjoy it when I played it because I just thought World of Warships, World of Tanks, and World of Warcraft. I think that's the thing. No, World of Planes. There's surely one for planes, but I think they just did it better. War Thunder took all 3 of the games and then put them together to make War Thunder. It's just not as good. Portal. Portal I didn't play much of, but it is a good game. It's a puzzle game, so quite good, but average. And the reason Portal 2 isn't on here is because I put them together to put them in average. If it didn't have a multiplayer aspect, it would be in the below average, but it does, which makes it a lot better. Here's a VR game, Beat Saber, above average game. I enjoyed it, the concept's great, everyone seems to love it, and there are some really good songs in it. But how do you know it's your average game? Because there's a better VR game out there, and that is Super Hot. I have only played the demo, but the demo was amazing. Above average game, mainly because I'm not a big fan of VR games. So, Balloon TD6. I bought this after I saw a video on it, same as Snaky Bus. And you know what? It's a good game. But is it as good as these games? Would I play it over these games? No. Would I play it over these games? Yeah. So you can go at the top of below average. Next one on here is City Skylines. City Skylines is a good game. It's a good game. But, you know, I never really got the hang of it. Same as another game that's going to appear eventually, Prison Architect. Anyways, Forza Horizon 4. I mean, I don't know how much I can say about Forza. It's a good game, but it's not as good as these. It's about as good as these. It's a racing game. Everyone knows what Forza is. Space Engineers. See, the reason you don't see another Engineers game on here called Medieval Engineers is because it just wasn't good, okay? But Space Engineers was slightly better. I mean, it really reminded me of Minecraft, right? But, you know, I wasn't a big fan. It's a bad game, in my opinion. I'd rather play these over it. Need for Speed Undercover. Above average game. It was very good. I very much enjoy it. Actually, no, it's the top of average. Because I would rather play these over it. But I'd rather play this over these. Actually, Water Warships, you can go in above your average game. And Among Us, you can go in very good games. I think that's quite fair. Next one on the list is Payday 2. Stealth game, kind of. But I enjoyed it personally. It was a good game, even though I played quite a small amount of it. It was a good small amount of gaming. And, you know, as most things here, my brother got me into it, so that's nice. Payday 2 is a average game. Prison Architects. Complicated game. I love the Dan TDM series on it, but that's the only thing I really remember about it. Below average game. Red Faction. Red Faction is like the game I played before Just Cause, but because I don't remember much about it, I can't put it any higher than average. All I remember about it is destruction, and I wasn't allowed to play it. Scribble it. Played it during lockdown. It was funny, it was fun, it was good. Average. The Ship. It kind of reminds me of Among Us, in a way. I can't really remember much about The Ship. I think it's a game where like you have murderers on board and you and other people on there have to figure out who it is. It's quite complicated. I can't remember much about it. But now we have another really good game. Titanfall. I didn't play much of it, but the times I did were great. Above average game. Ultimate Custom Night. The only FNAF game on here because it's the only one I've really played. Average game. I find it quite difficult, but that's probably because I'm not very good at it. 2 Point Hospital. Where is it? I'm just going to put it where it deserves to be. 2 Point Hospital. Bad game. Anyways, Spin Tires. Spin Tires is a good game. I enjoyed it. It kind of reminds me of Euro Truck, except it's got a lot more off-road stuff. So it can go in an average. The last VR game on here, Space Pirate Training Simulator. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. The best VR game that I have played. It's very fun. Very good game. Editor. And the final Steam game on here is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Average. Nothing much to say about it. It's a flight training simulator. Kind of. And now we get on to non-Steam PC games. And the first one on here is the one I am quite most known for. Minecraft. No denying. S tier. I mean, nothing much to say about it. Everyone knows what Minecraft is. But now we go back down. Fortnite. Below average game. I would much rather play most of these games over Fortnite. I mean, it is at the top of below average. It's better than these, but it's not as good as these. I'd much rather play these. It's just something about Fortnite I don't enjoy. I think it's its popularity and its player base. Roblox. See, I'll do Roblox in a second because I have a bunch of Roblox games lined up here because Roblox to me is more like Epic Games Launcher. It's not, you know, an actual game. So we're going to go with some games in it. Jailbreak. Above average. Very good Roblox game. Explosion Simulator. Average. Not as good as Jailbreak, but it's still pretty good. I didn't actually put that one on here, so I'm gonna go with Meep City. Where is Meep City? Wait, I played this? Yeah, I played a lot of it. And that's sad. Adopt me. I made a separate category for this, just because I hate it that much. Just adopt me. That's the only game that deserves to be that low. Now on a much higher note, Shark Bite. Above average game. It's a very good game. I very much enjoyed playing it. Murder Mystery 2. Where is it? Murder Mystery 2. Average. It's a good game. Pilot Training Simulator. Now that's actually a very good game, in my opinion, on Roblox. Above average. It goes with Jailbreak and Shark Bite quite well. Flee the Facility. Very good game. My favourite Roblox game, I would say. Very fun, very chaotic, and if you play with 4 people, geez, you're in for a surprise. Restaurant Simulator. I have fond memories of this game. I'm playing it with my sister, but at the end of the day, I haven't played it in a while. Average. And finally, Pizzeria Simulator, or work at a pizza place. Below average. It's the only game if that's gonna fall into these 2 categories at Roblox, because these 2 are just bad. Anyways, we're outside the Roblox session, and Roblox, I'm sorry, as a whole, you're a below average game. I should have put Royal High on here, but we all know that's even lower than Adopt Me. Next on the list is Call of Duty Warzone. Below average. I don't enjoy it. Actually no. Below average. Yeah, below average. Because there is a better Call of Duty game out there. Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare really reminds me of CSGO, but it's a lot better. Very good game. A tier. And then we have OpenTTD. Now this is a good game. Where is OpenTTD? It's basically a transport tycoon. Except unlike Roblox Tycoons, it's actually a good game. Very good game. I enjoy it. Finally, Mud Runners. Very similar to Spin Tires, except it's a lot more off-road. So, I'll put it with Spin Tires in average. And now we get on to Nintendo games. Starting with Switch games, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There's a difference between Deluxe and the actual Mario Kart, but yeah. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a good game, and the new DLC that came out for it is really good. Above average game. Breath of the Wild. Really good game. The only Zelda game I've played, and it is so good. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, S tier, easily. And now we get on to probably the most chaotic game ever, which is Overcooked. Yep, I don't know why I paused so much there, but it's very chaotic, but still very fun. Above average. Animal Crossing New Horizon. No, I'm putting this in average, because this game is going in above average. I mean, everyone knows what Animal Crossing is. I don't need to explain what it is, but you know, it's a good game. Above average. Splatoon 2. Very good game. I enjoy it. So, above average, but there's a reason I haven't put it this high. There's a reason, and I'll explain that later. Mario Maker 2. Average, you know, it's quite a simple game. I don't think there's much explanation there. Mario Odyssey. Above average game. I like it. It's a good concept. Starlink, Battle for Atlas. The reason I'm not explaining these two is because everyone knows what Mario is. But Battle for Atlas is basically like a bunch of planets, right? And you're on a ship that you can make whatever you want, and and basically you have to, you know, take over those planets and the things that live on them. because there's some sort of creature. I'm sure I can put some footage on to show you, but yeah, average game, average. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The song, great. The game, great. It's a good game altogether. So I'm going to put it where it rightfully belongs. Up here. Oh gosh, wait. Up here in very good games. Pokemon, Let's Go Eevee. The only Pokemon game I have ever played. I know, sad. It's going in average. I'm not a big fan of the Pokemon games altogether. Tetris 99. Below average. It's Tetris. What more can I say? It's Tetris with 100 of people, be the last one remaining. Simple. Link's Awakening. I did not enjoy it as much as Breath of the Wild. That's why it's going in below average. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I mean, you took the concept of Breath of the Wild, mixed it with Hyrule Warriors, and you come out with this masterpiece of a game. In fact, it's the very top of A tier. It's better than these, but not as good as these. Very, very, very good game. And next on this list is Mario and Rabbids. I remember playing this in the car, on the way home from, you know, people's houses. It was a very fun game. I stopped right at the end. I really should get on that. But it's a very good game, very chaotic. And I swear to God, if it's not on here, I will cry, because this is the third time it's not worked. You son of a gun, it's not on here. But it's actually not on here. You suck. It would go in above average, okay? It's an above average game. 1-2 Switch. 1-2 Switch was not a good game. I didn't enjoy it. So, it's going in. Wait, I played this. Answer, yeah. Did I enjoy it? No. Minecraft Dungeons. It can go in very good games. Along with... Oh, right. I'll put it there. In fact, no. It can go up there above Age of Calamity. I enjoyed both of the games so much. Very similar concepts of fighting certain enemies at certain areas and getting certain rewards with certain characters with certain moves. This one's a bit more customizable than this one, which is why I enjoy it more. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley. S tier. It is a great game. It is just so great. There's so many things I love about the game. I love the multiplayer aspect. I love the farming part of it. It's a simple design, and the story is great. It's a shame I've played such little of it though. Fast RMX. I don't remember this game. Honestly, I don't remember it that much. It's a racing game, but it's a bad one. And Monkey Ball. I can't put this any higher than average because chaotic, sure, it's a party game, sure, but you know, not that great. And finally, we're on to part 2 of the Nintendo section of a console. So this is games like on the 3DS, Wii U, the Wii, games like that. Starting with Splatoon, the original Splatoon. Where did I put Splatoon 2? Above average. In that case, this one can go in very good game. I preferred the first one over the second one. I mean, this one has some cool concepts of weapons, but this one had the Splatshot Pro with the Ink Strike. Just such a good weapon, and I'm so annoyed that they didn't add it into the newer one. Super Mario 3D World. Sorry, it's stuck in my head forever. But Super Mario 3D World, it was a great game, and it's not on here. Oh yeah, it's right there. Thank goodness. It is a very good game. I enjoy it. It's about as good as these, I would say. Nintendo Land. The only game in this, actually no, maybe not. but it's a very good game. And that's why S tier. Nintendo Land, it was a party game, right? But it had so many good games in. Mario 1, Luigi's Mansion, the Animal Crossing game. You take all these really good games, smash them all together into some mini games, and you end up with this masterpiece of a game. And it was on the Wii U, so no one had it, which is sad. Animal Crossing New Leaf. The only thing I really remember about this game is being told off by the mole for not saving my game, and celebrating New Year's on it. It's not as good as New Horizon by a long shot, which is why instead of above average, it's an average. And it was also on the 3DS, which made it not as good. Mario Kart 8, the original Mario Kart 8 without Deluxe. You know, where do I put Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Above average. Again, it could go on average just because it's a predecessor to this. Mario Maker. Average. You can go with number 2. In fact, yeah. I'm going to put it in above average. I prefer the original over the sequel. Not just because I put more time into it. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I don't remember this game that much, but it was a fun game. You have to take Captain Toad around these puzzles, and it was such a good game that they added it into 3D World, which is just that cherry on top. So, average game. No higher, no lower. Go Vacation. S tier. S tier game. It is not that fun when you're playing your own, but the mini games are great. Some like golf, maybe snowman making game, playing with snowballs. The maps are great. Customizing your villa, even though it's boring when you're seeing someone else do it, it's fun. It's a fun concept for a game, and there's many challenges to do, and there's many vehicles to use, like skis or off-road cars. S tier. Super Mario Galaxy. I'm only putting this on here because my parents keep telling me to play it. Average game. Not as good as Odyssey, not as good as 3D World. Mario Kart 7. I can't play this any higher than below average because Mario Kart 8 is there, and it's just a better version of Mario Kart 7, isn't it? Tomodachi Life. I don't remember much about this game either. A lot of these games left that I don't remember much about. But I know about it. I know it is a average game. I put Miitopia down, but it's not called Miitopia. It's called Mi Plaza. It is a average game. You had these cool concepts and for ideas that you had to log on every day, and if you kept your 3DS on while you're around people, they get to fight in your arenas. It was a great idea, and the 3DS in general, or the 2DS, were great. And I'm going to put Tomodachi Life in below average just because I don't remember that much about it. Hyrule Warrior is the original. Average, above average. Obviously not as good as Hyrule Warrior's Age of Calamity, mainly because I didn't play these games, but it was good. It was a good game, and it was a great way to get me into the Zelda series again. Steel Divers, submarine fighting game. I sucked at it. I got stuck in the second level, which is why I'm going to put it in below average, but I'm sure people in my household, if they're seeing this, will remember Steel Divers. It's a good game, but not as good as these. Face Raiders. Dear, what a insane game. I'm going to put it next to Steel Divers because I remember both these games together. It was chaotic, you shot people's faces. Weird, I know. You know, if you have Snapchat, you know the faces you can get on the like pictures. It's like that, kind of. Yoshi's Woolly World. Below average. No, average. I don't think I played the full game. I played the demo, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It's kind of like a Mario game, in a way. That's how I remember it. Lego City Undercover. Above average. I mean, definitely the bottom of above average, but it was good. It was a good Lego game. And I loved the concept of driving the trains there. It was the best thing about it. Pilot Wings Resort. Pilot Wings Resort. Very good game. We got to fly around Woohoo Island in planes, jetpacks, jets. There was the outside islands, the challenges, the areas of the blow. You can fly in the volcano. Come on. It's such a great game. Wii U Fit. I loved it. Above average. It's a fitness game, but it had so many good games, like the one where you had to slide around areas in corners or jump as high as you can. I'd wake up in the morning on the weekend and just go on it and try and beat my record. That was super high. I never did. But I just remember that big blimp in the sky and always getting past it. Unless I failed. Which then I wouldn't. Wii Sports. I only really remember the music. I mean, who doesn't? But, you know, it's a fitness game. Not as good as the Wii U Fit, but it's average. New Super Mario Bros. Played it on the 3DS. Don't really remember it. Below average. And just because I feel like a good person, I'm gonna put TF2. Even, I'm kidding. It can stay there. Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis. I only played it a few times, but it was good. Happy Home Design. Animal Crossing Happy Home Design. Above average game. Better than these. I enjoyed it. I played it a lot. But at the end of the day, it wasn't that good. Also, I found Mario and Rabbids. It's here. Where did I say I was going to put it? Above average. And finally, Nintendogs. I never got the cats to work, and that made me sad. Below average game. So yeah, that is my complete tier list. And how many did we get in S tier in the end? 8. Not bad. So, Phasmophobia, Just Cause, Left 4 Dead, Minecraft, Breath of the Wild, Stardew Valley, Nintendo Land, and Goat Vacation are the S tier games. And then, the further down you go, the worse it gets. But, you know, at the end of the day, except these bottom few, I would play these games. So yeah, thanks for watching.